Hey everybody, welcome to Gameplay Interviews. I'm Ben Worley, and I'm going to interview Seth Worley today while he plays. What are you playing?
Skiing Yeti Mountain.
Skiing Yeti Mountain. This is
basically that skiing game you had on Windows.
Oh yeah,
but more Yetis apparently.
Ready to begin? You're playing?
Sorry, I just beat a level. Give me a second if you want me distracted.
Yep.
I won some blue overalls. Okay, I'm good now. I'm playing.
All right. What is the square root of 16?
4.
Is it 4? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Who was your first crush?
Very first. Oh, she won't be listening, but she would laugh out loud if she because she knew this. A girl named Shauna Reeves.
Shauna Reeves.
Yeah, you knew Shauna Reeves.
I did know Shauna Reeves.
Yeah, she was probably my first crush. Mom took me to the mall, and I went to Limited 2 and bought her some earrings, some blue glass. They were glass. They weren't a jewel of any kind. They were plastic, blue plastic. They were a translucent material of some kind, blue heart earrings. And then her mom and my mom took us to the Cumberland Science Museum, now called the Adventure Science Center in Nashville, on a date, New Year's Eve day, some many years ago. This was
Nice.
This was only 3 years ago.
Where are you from?
I'm from where you're from, Nashville, Tennessee.
And you live in LA now, but
yes.
Sorry, tell me you added questions I've not seen.
How far did your relationship with Shauna Reeves go?
What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
I had a dream recently where this guy who he's a mutual friend, or we have mutual friends. He's a friend of a friend. His name is Chris Scott. He's one of the funniest people ever on Twitter, like a total genius, and he's a writer and contributor to various online publications. I had a dream that...
If that has audio or sound, by the way, you can turn it up.
Okay.
I
had a dream that he did a masterclass, like this masterclass series.
Right.
Like Gordon Ramsay just did one. I had a dream Chris Scott did one on social media marketing, and I bought it, only to discover that Chris basically just made a 2-hour rap video and turned it in as his masterclass.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where did you get that shirt?
Which one? The hoodie sweater thing or the V-neck?
Either one.
I got the V-neck from Trunk Club, which I stopped doing when I got here and discovered that H&M. So you want these long, drawn-out answers?
Yeah, apparently I do.
Trunk Club was great for me for a year or two because it just sent clothes to my house, and I did not have to go to the mall, try crap on in a dressing room.
It's the best.
And I could just put them on for the easy price of paying 3 times the amount that the clothes normally cost.
What Hogwarts house are you?
I mean, obviously, I really hope I'm Gryffindor, but it wouldn't surprise me if I ended up being something lame like Hufflepuff.
I think I'm Ravenclaw, so I think
you're Slytherin.
I'm not Slytherin. I'm not. Stop saying that.
Oh, an ad.
An ad?
You got my attention.
All right, we'll
for
take a break.
while.
All right, we're back. And Seth, what is the dumbest thing you ever did in high school? Go.
Oh man. My dumb
or
stuff
craziest.
Stuff is pretty tame compared to most people's high schools because I didn't drink or smoke or anything like that in high school. I did get arrested. We weren't arrested. We had our names run through and everything. We were gonna film a thing called... My God, sorry, this is what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want. It's okay.
We were going to film a... What part of you thinks this is what people want
it's
to
really
hear?
funny. I don't know.
like, hey, man, you know how...
When people are distracted by their phones, it's really great.
It's like, you know how annoyed... Like, honey, you know how annoyed I get when you won't listen to me or respond to things I'm saying because you're looking at Facebook? Like, I wish you were like that all the time. Gonna make an English project. We had to do a contemporary version of Romeo and Juliet, and yes, this was after the Baz Luhrmann, Leonard DiCaprio,
yeah,
Kate Winslet, I know it's not Kate Winslet.
Winslet.
Claire Danes, that version. That had already come out, so we were clearly ripping that off. But we were doing a comedy version, but it had guns and everything, and so we borrowed these BB guns that were not real guns. They were BB guns, but they looked, from afar like these metal Glock kind of guns.
Yeah.
And we were gonna go. None of us could drive. We got our friend Jenna to drive us from high school to the Kroger, and we were gonna film behind Kroger. We were going to ask permission from Kroger. To film behind Kroger, and we got out. We all piled out of Jenna's car. It was like 7 of us. And my friend John starts trying to be funny and taking one of these guns and stuffing it into the back of his pants. And this guy in a plaid shirt holding like a car CB radio, like in his hand, like he had pulled it out of a car. Like, who clearly, we found out later was like an undercover cop trying to catch kids stealing beer. But like, oh, I wonder who that guy with the plaid shirt, oh, that's just a guy with the CB radio walking around. like it wasn't like a walkie-talkie. It was the giant, like that premixer there.
Yes.
Like that with the thing coming out of it.
Out of it, yeah.
And it's like he could have had a police hat on. Like, walking around, or like a siren just going off around like, I'm undercover, just hanging out at Starbucks. But he's like, what is that? Let's see that. Long story short, like 2 hours later, and 2 other cops showing up later, they called our dad. I say our dad, like you and me, Ben, not like me and all my friends'
father.
Collective dad.
Yeah.
Who was, the church that our dad works at was a few, which I don't know if I want to say that because you've said some profanity here, but I
bleep it.
He called our dad to come out, and he got out there and heard that we had been careless enough to be walking around with these real-looking guns, stuffing them in pants, like all riding in one single little car together. And so he told the officers, like, you have my permission to do whatever you need to do to scare everything out of them. And he was like, I think Dad was a little disappointed that they didn't like take us downtown and run our names and put us in jail. I think he was somewhat disappointed that they didn't use the taxpayers' resources and money and time
to punish you,
scare us
so Dad doesn't
even
have
more.
to leave and do it himself.
Because after they let us go, Dad drove us downtown and put us in jail. And no, I'm kidding.
What?
That's the stupidest. And that's not the stupidest thing. It's just one of the stupidest things. Oh man, I've done way stupider. But I'm just gonna let that be the story.
Yeah, do that. That's fine. Which Pokemon is your favorite?
I'm not familiar enough with all of them. I played the game briefly for a brief period of time. I didn't play it enough to get to know many of them. I caught a whole bunch of the same kind though. So I kind of hate that one. Whatever the one was that I kept catching on my street, because the only time I remember to do it was when I was walking to Starbucks to get us coffee.
Yep.
I'd be like, oh, I can play Pokemon. Oh, it's the same friggin' Pokemon.
What? Did you never catch him? Anyway.
That's true.
What?
The way that works.
What is... Oh, what did you say? Yeah, what kind of deodorant do you use?
I had to change it up recently. I got here to Nashville and was like, suddenly...
To
like,
L.A.
Sorry, yeah. To L.A. Yeah, that's right. I am in Los Angeles. Not lying. Not under the L in Nashville. There's an L in Nashville, too.
So you live under that one.
Yeah, I built a sign in Nashville, and I'm living underneath the L.
Why did you have to change deodorants?
No, there's, my pits were sweating. I hate the word pits. Ugh. My armpits were sweating needlessly, inexplicably, and I discovered from I was using antiperspirant deodorant, and I discovered from the internet that if you use something antiperspirant can basically backfire on you and turn on you and start being pro-perspirant and generating more sweat. And so I had to move just to deodorant, which I was told in puberty education as a child that just deodorant was like, if you don't mind just covering up the smell. Like, I'm stupid and didn't realize as I became an adult and learned what words meant, like perspirant. I still believe that antiperspirant gets rid of the smell. Deodorant just covers it up. Like, that's not true. And I learned that this year at age 32.
When you did puberty class last
the
week?
answer to the question is now I believe, after trying to go on extra strength antiperspirant and just sweating more, like I was buying this Dove stuff. Now I'm on, it's an Old Spice of some kind.
Me too.
It's like, I don't know what kind it is. I try to refrain from buying the like funny kind, like the wolf crotch
horn.
or whatever it's called.
Crotch.
But I buy but I'll try to buy just like plain Old Spice because I feel like grown ass men used to buy things like Old Spice.
Old Spice,
and
yeah.
now it's just for teenage middle school boys. Nothing against middle school boys, like love y'all, but
Love y'all.
love all y'all middle school
Love
boys.
y'all
I
middle
love
school
middle school boys.
I love.
No problem with it.
All right. Well, Mary Bob Kill. Let's see. Darth Vader. What are just 3 villains? I guess Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and
Darth Vader, Darth Vader, Darth Vader.
and Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and the Emperor. We'll start there. It's easy.
Oh, I mean, kill the Emperor. I don't want to. I just don't like having that guy around. I don't trust him.
I don't want to make love to him.
Nah, he's just gross. Like I don't want to have to touch him. I don't want to have to be around him for extended periods of time.
Right.
I don't want to commit to him. I feel like Darth Maul would probably be more of an adventure. So clearly, yeah. So clearly, he's that answer.
Okay.
And I mean, because if you've seen what Vader looks like,
Yeah.
you take that
You don't
mask
want to
off.
probably get in on that.
Nope.
Plus, he might not
I'd marry
still have his
Vader.
organs.
I'd marry Vader because you can just be like,
Just hanging out.
you could have like a pretty cold, distant marriage. Like, don't bother him, don't betray him, don't get killed by him.
Tommy, give me a good one. I can't think of a good one for Seth.
Mary Bob Kill.
Mm-hmm.
What's another show you can do like you did with Friends?
Oh, well, we could do Friends.
Parks and Rec, Leslie, April, and Anne.
Love this. Man, my wife is April.
That's true.
So I would do the first 2 to April regularly. And
Correct answer.
Regularly.
I wouldn't kill any of them. Like, they're all 3 very delightful women.
Yeah.
Like, you gave me 3 very delightful characters. You made this like a Rosemary's Baby situation. No. Sophie's Choice. Rosemary. You impregnated me with Satan's child. This is a real Rosemary's Baby situation. Am I right, guys? Like, what's happening to you?
Happening to you? It's a weird thing to just throw off the cuff. Man, guys, this is a Rosemary's Baby situation.
Give me some 3 different characters from Parks and Rec.
Wait. How about from Parks and Rec? Okay. Tom, John Ralphio, and
Oh, this is good.
And not Ron. Rob Lowe.
Oh, Rob Lowe, man.
And what's his name?
Chris.
Chris.
Chris Traeger. Chris Traeger's alive. Like, he's living through that. John Ralphio's dead.
Oh, really? Just automatically? Not
Do
even.
you want to marry or sleep with that guy?
No,
I mean,
you're
I
right.
love
He'd be a great one night stand.
I don't think so. I think he would talk the whole way through. I think he'd be done very quickly.
This
This is the grossest I've ever been.
I just ejaculated.
Good God. Sorry, that took a second.
That's great.
I'm a huge Ben Schwartz fan, so don't hear me talking about Ben Schwartz, talking about John Ralphio as a character.
Well, you've answered it though. You'd marry Tom,
Would I marry Tom?
or no? You no. Well,
Yeah, I said it's between Tom and Chris. Like, who do I want to be committed to? I'd marry Chris.
Oh,
And I
because he
just
probably would be a great life to have. Just
Tom would, but
very
Tom would be a lot of
extravagance.
No,
he'd be a lot of maintenance.
we can get a puppy.
Yeah, and he also keeps his apartment at a very warm temperature.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Although, and he'd go into severe debt. Like I don't need another person going into severe debt with me.
I do have one more.
I'd be really healthy with Chris. Yeah, who said that? Because they're right. I would lose weight with Chris.
Me,
Cool.
Mulder, Scully, Skinner.
Oh, Skinner, I would just take to town. And murder him.
And murder him.
Murder him.
I would get him in
Behind
bed to kill
He
him.
described it like, I would take them to town. I would show him the greatest time of his life. I would engage in sexual activities with him, and then murder him.
And then probably
You're
the other
just
two. Yeah.
turning the answer. Like, wait, which I would take him. I would propose to him in the most romantic
way.
display of affection. Make great sweet love to him. and murder him. It's like
Murder him immediately.
it's like so yeah, clearly, and then the other two.
So kill Skinner.
Kill Skinner. I'd marry Dana Scully. Both of them would be great lays and marriages and spouses.
It's true.
Problem with Mulder is that Mulder would be hard to. It'd be an up and down dramatic thing.
Sexually?
I mean, probably in a good way there. But as a marriage, it would be
Too dynamic.
It would be. Yeah, I need to be the crazier one. I feel. No, I don't.
No, you can.
But Scully's very comforting. She's very smart, very intelligent, and she's smarter than me, and that's very attractive to me. So
Nice. There you go.
There you go.
Well, Seth, thanks for being on the show. How many levels did you beat?
I don't know how many. Where was I at when I started? I was now I've started playing again. Am I supposed to stop now?
Nope. You can just keep playing.
I don't know. Hold on. If I finish this level, wrong side. Hold on. If I can finish this level, I'll tell you.
I can give you one more while you're
One more question, sure.
One. Let's do another Mary Bob kill. I'll do let's pick 3 from Silicon Valley. 3 guys. Ehrlich. What's the main character's name? Ehrlich, Richard, and Dinesh.
I love Dinesh. I'd marry Dinesh.
Just to be married to
kill
Kumail.
Ehrlich. Yeah, because I love Kumail.
Yeah.
God, I love Kumail so much. He's one of the
Funniest persons.
Yeah,
on
I'm just
in
going to
the
say
world.
this and give a shout out to the 3 people listening in, Mom, Dad, and Caroline.
Yeah.
The X-Files podcast,
Is
that's Kumail's
awesome.
podcast, is just plain wonderful.
Just is.
Just plain wonderful. It's wonderful on planes. Nailed it. Comedy. I'm on level 75, by the way.
Nice.
Or I'm on course 75, which
I need
is
to get this game. It sounds really fun.
level 5. Of course, I don't know.
Well, thanks for being on the show. Glad you got some levels beat.
Me too.
And
Did I say anything horribly offensive? I really don't remember the
if you
word I
did,
said.
I'll delete it. Don't worry. And yeah. Thanks. See ya. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Seth.